AI all the time. AI has been the big story for the past 2 years, and it's still the big story. In fact, it is the biggest catalyst to all of the innovation taking place out there. It is the reason that the world seems to be speeding up. And I'll just give you a few examples of how quickly things are happening. So on the autonomous front, we have autonomous coders in the software development space. And in late 23, this autonomous coder, and you'll see it in Big Ideas, was able to do 3% of a project that a developer gave the AI system. By the end of last year, that was up to roughly 75%. And soon we think it will be very close to 100%. So basically, a developer or an engineer telling a coder, this is what I want to do, and the AI basically writes the code for the engineer, increasing the engineer's productivity manyfold per year. Another example is in the multi-omic space, so drug development. In the area of research, researchers often test hypotheses for new drug targets. And we've scored how long it takes them. At the end of 23, or in the year 23, they were able to test 20 hypotheses in 1 year. By the end of 24, 200 hypotheses, 10 times more productive. So that tells us that the cost of research and discovery as we're moving towards curing disease is collapsing. So we're going to get a lot more of that kind of research and development. And then a third really good example of autonomous is full self-driving. Now, 10 years ago, or maybe 11 years ago, when we were writing about autonomous and when we thought it would roll out, there were about 10 companies, mostly auto companies, who said they were going to be there within the next 5 to 6 years. And we thought they were, but the only one who made it, at least from a commercialization point of view, was Waymo in 2018. Well, here we are in 2025, and Waymo is still geofenced by territory. We believe this year Tesla will deliver a fully autonomous service. They're saying in June in Austin we'll see the debut, and we think that it will roll out across the country pretty quickly thereafter. So we're pretty excited about that. Interestingly, of the 10 companies who expected to be a part of this new world, only those 2 have made it, at least in the United States. And of course, in China, we've got Baidu, Apollo. So let's take you to another AI-inspired movement, and that's robotics generally. We believe that humanoid robots will soon be upon us. We will not be surprised to see them walking around our businesses and maybe walking around our homes after that, trying to take all the drudgery out of day-to-day work. We think this is going to be a $26 trillion business, ultimately, half in the home and half in manufacturing. And the developments here are, once again, because of artificial intelligence.
Cathie Wood is here once again to shock the market with her new Nvidia price prediction. The analyst is firm in her belief that the Nvidia stock will continue to surge to never-before-seen heights in 2025. With Nvidia's history of overcoming challenges, the stakes have never been higher. Come along as we dive deeper into the complexities of this intriguing scenario and discuss Cathie Wood's new prediction for 2025. Welcome back to Investocracy.
We've got a convergence of three technologies that are driving both humanoid robots and robotaxis forward. Robots themselves, energy storage, so battery technology, and artificial intelligence. Those three technologies converging are creating all kinds of opportunities. And humanoid robots, I think, I will tell you, while full self-driving took a lot longer than we expected, humanoid robots are developing faster than we expected because of the expertise that has evolved around full self-driving. It's the three same technologies converging. So we're pretty excited about that. And, you know, humanoid robots, we have a sense of how much productivity they will introduce. We have a sense because we actually have old-fashioned robots in our homes already. So washing machines. Before washing machines, believe it or not, people spent a lot of time washing clothes. And with the washing machine, the time savings are now something like 85 or 90%. We think the same will be true for many other household chores. Importantly, food preparation and cleanup in the home. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And on the manufacturing front, we've already seen robotics in action. The assembly line 100 years ago saved 85% plus of the time to manufacture one car. So we're familiar. It's just all of this now is speeding up thanks to the convergence of robotics, energy storage, and artificial intelligence.
Nvidia has repeatedly demonstrated resilience, with every 10% dip historically deemed a buying opportunity. Will this trend continue? Consider the pattern post-ChatGPT's advent, when Nvidia's stock responded positively to quarterly earnings results, painting a picture of recovery and growth. It's not just about riding the economic waves, it's about timing your sale. But before going on with the video, are you into cryptocurrency? If so, check out our second channel, Investocracy Crypto. We bring you breaking news, expert analysis, and the latest trends in the fast-moving world of digital assets. Whether you're a seasoned crypto investor or just curious about the future of finance, we've got something for you. Click the link in the description to subscribe to Investocracy Crypto now. Don't miss out and stay ahead of the game. Now, let's get back to the video.
I'll wind up now by talking about what all of these convergences are going to do to economic activity and to the stock market as a whole. We believe that real GDP growth globally is going to accelerate from 3%, where it has been for the past 125 years, to 7 to 8%, if not more, thanks to the convergence among these technologies: robotics, energy storage, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and multi-omics sequencing. Now, why are we so confident about that? That sounds like an outrageous number. The consensus forecast is 3%. Well, the reason is, if you look back in history, you will see that about 125 years ago, 3 innovation platforms were evolving at the same time: telephone, electricity, and internal combustion engine. And what did that do to real GDP growth globally? It increased the rate of real GDP growth by 5-fold. We went from 0.6%, where the world had been over the 400 years, from 1500 to 1900. We went from 0.6% to 3%. That was a 5-fold increase. And now we're telling you, even though there are 5 innovation platforms evolving, with AI at the heart and soul of the acceleration in these technology platforms, that we're only going to see a 2 to 2.5-fold increase. We think that could be very conservative. And one of the reasons this is going to happen is because of productivity. Productivity is going to grow dramatically, and productivity is associated with low inflation growth as well. You can have higher wage growth if productivity is rising. So it's a win-win for everyone.
NVIDIA's narrative leans heavily on substantial data and patterns well documented. For instance, NVIDIA is preparing to roll out earnings from their groundbreaking Blackwell chips. Analysts foresee a 63% year-over-year jump in earnings, and when CEO Jensen Huang describes the demand for Blackwell as insane, one wonders if Wall Street's expectations are yet accurately pessimistic. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
What does that mean for the stock market? Well, if we're right, then the value associated with truly disruptive innovation during the next 5 years in the equity markets, we believe, is going to rise from $12 trillion to $140 trillion, more than tenfold. Now, you might wonder what is going to happen to the Mag 6 during that period of time. Well, the Mag 6 will probably do fine altogether, although some will be disrupted by this new world order. That said, we expect the Mag 6 to go from 16 trillion today to 60 trillion. So that's about a fourfold increase, maybe a little less than that. This is another way of saying that we expect the equity market, the bull market, to broaden out during the next 5 years and benefit a lot of companies that have been toiling away while the Mag 6 were getting all the glory. And soon, we think, they are going to deliver the goods as well.
In closing, NVIDIA stands at a crossroads, its path well lit by past achievements but obscured by future uncertainties. For investors, the question is whether to see recent declines as a buying opportunity or a warning sign. With NVIDIA's upcoming earnings report and the unveiling of their Blackwell chips, the potential for impressive gains remains significant. But what do you think? Finally, if you would like to know what companies like NVIDIA have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.